Okay, freight brokers, so today I have something that I want to share with you today as usual, but I also have something that I want to ask you. As a matter of fact, I want to ask you two important questions. And if it's okay with you, let's just start out with the questions. So question number one, do you currently know how your shipper calculates miles so that they can form freight rates? Do you know the tool that they use, the app that they are currently using? If you don't know that, do you think it's important that you do know? Before we go any further, if you don't think it's important, please allow me a few seconds to explain to you why it is important. You see, if you and the shipper are using two different methods of calculating miles, two different tools, then it's very likely that you're going to come up with two different rates, simply based off you're calculating different miles. But if you're calculating the same number of miles, then you have a better chance of coming up with a rate that's more reflective of each other. So now, if you don't already know what tool your shipper is currently using, a good question to ask is, hey, Mr. Shipper, what tool do you use to calculate miles to formulate freight rates? Now, here's what I wanted to share with you. Today, I received an email from one of our customers, and what they are admitting to us in that email is saying, hey, Brandon and all of the rest of our partners, we've been using an outdated way of calculating miles for freight rates, and moving forward, we are going to be using a different tool. We thought it would be a good idea that we share that with you. I think so too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over into the computer, and I'm going to share with you that exact email so that you can see what they're saying and you can see the tool that they are currently using. And if you don't have a tool already, you may want to start using that tool because it may be some of the same tools that your customers are using. But simply ask the question to find out and you can get on the same sheet of music. But I'll show you what the customer is saying and the tool that they are using right here in this video today. So come on inside, sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. Now let's get down into the business. So this is an email that I wanted to share with you. This is our customer updating us and other partners in reference to the tools that they have in place and the fact that they are changing what they have to reflect more accurate miles and, of course, more accurate rates. So I wanted to share this with you. It says, good morning, carrier partners. They call everybody carriers regardless of whether you're a freight broker or a carrier. And they go on to say, we will start by admitting that our company has lagged behind the industry with regard to the miles that we use for payment for freight charges. Interesting. It says in 2019, we realized our miles were almost a decade out of date. 10 years almost out of date, they say. This has become a continuous improvement focus area for us, and we are setting things in motion for all divisions across our company to move to and then remain current on miles going forward. Effective January 1, 2022, all company divisions will upgrade to PC Miler version 35 for mileage shown/paid on our loads. As has been the company standard, the options used for routing will remain practical, highway only, toll roads are allowed, and international borders closed. Okay? So I wanted to share this email with you because this is our company, or one of our companies that we work with, and they are saying, hey guys, for the last 10 years, we have been out of date. Wanted to make you aware that we're changing to a tool called PC Miler version 35. So you may want to go and look this particular app up on Google and consider taking it on as the way or the app that you use to calculate miles, if you don't already have a way in place. And then again, you still want to reach out to your customer to find out what app they're using. Now, it's very likely they are using some version of PC Miler. PC Miler is a very popular mile calculator. So it's very likely they are using some version of that. So ask that question, but also go into Google, put PC Miler version 35 in, and what you'll notice is that there is a paid version and then there's a free version to this particular app.
And you need to look at it, look at the details, what the free version offers as compared to the paid version.
As you can see, shippers don't always get it right. Sometimes they even use outdated tools. So it's always good to ask questions when you don't know. Or if you're constantly missing on rates, you might want to ask the question, hey, how are you calculating the miles to get to those rates? So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I certainly hope this information has been helpful. If you want to know more about the freight broker business, want to learn how it is that we do what we do on a day in and day out basis, I'm going to leave a free link in the description. It's my 5-video series titled How the Load Movement Process Works. It will bring you into my office, allow for you to watch over my shoulder as I move loads, talk to shippers, talk to carriers. That way you can get a really good idea of how the business works before you come into it. And then if you want to know more about how the load board works, how we go out and search for trucks, post loads, and then use a rate sourcing tool in order to get rates in specific lanes, I'm going to leave a free tutorial here. So until the next time, I wish you the very best in your life and business. See you at the top, because the bottom is much too crowded.